Kimberly. Welcome to Simply Living in a Small Town. It's Friday. Welcome back to anyone returning, and welcome to those that are new watchers. I am so grateful for all of you, and I truly appreciate it so much. Yeah, it's Friday, or was Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. Y'all, it hasn't felt like a Friday to me, so it's actually felt like it was already the weekend today. And even my daughter kept saying, it's Friday. Like when I said to her it was Friday, she's like, it's Friday. I said yes. Even though that was hard for me to comprehend that it was actually Friday too. So if you watched the video from yesterday, you would know I was talking about I had been out of pretty much all my medication. So I got my meds this morning. So that's been, okay, let's calm down. That has been, like, today has just been, you know, I'm feeling the effects, all this different stuff all over again. And it's very hard. Like, you have to, you know, readjust once again to like all this stuff. And so, yeah, this today has just been, I kind of slept in a little bit because first of all, my body, well, I was going to say it allowed me to, but it allowed me to go back to sleep because actually I got up early and then I laid back down. I don't know what you're trying to do. Ow. Okay. So I laid back down because the last 2 nights I only got like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. So I've been feeling like a zombie. So today I went back to sleep this morning because I was like, nope, it's too early. I got up, went to the bathroom, go back to bed. So I did sleep in. My daughter slept in, so that was good. Like, we kind of needed that. We were just really tired. And so yeah, it's like the day has went quickly, and I'm just kind of, I mean, I haven't really done that much today. I did crochet though, so so I have a couple things to show you. Not much, just 2 things, but I've started several other things. Like I have several other things that I've started, but you know, that are not, in other words, whips that are not done. So I just have these 2 things to show you. So one of which is, I was talking about that I had made another set of leg warmers. So I made another set of leg warmers for my daughter. And this is them. And this is the Premier Sweet Roll Vivid in the color Primary. And I actually like it more than I thought I would. So when I showed y'all the other day, one I was working on, that I'm making another set in the same colorway for myself, which now I did get, on that, I actually did get one done. So out of the 2, they're like 2 little cakes, and they are 174 yards. This is 100% acrylic yarn. So out of those 2 little rolls, I got 3 leg warmers basically, because I got these 2 done, and then I have one that I made for myself. I got to get some more of this so I can make the second one. But I actually want to get some more to make some more of these to maybe sell and stuff. They're so cute, y'all. I mean, my daughter is like, she's like, loves it. Loves these so much. So what I wanted to show you, which is not going to look really good with my wrap here, but anyway, was, so these are leg warmers. This is the pattern. They was leg warmers. But I'm going to make mine, and I'm kind of more the idea of the ones that I'm making for myself, that it's out of the same colorway anyway, of doing this instead of leg warmers and wearing them as sleeves. And I think, like, I did this the other day, and look at this. This is so cute. And my daughter, oh, she was all over that too, because she thought, she's like, that's cool. I really like that, actually. So pretend I don't have the shawl on, because this is going to look very wonky. But see how, like, yeah, let's get rid of that for a minute here. But like, how cute, you know, as little sleeves, and wear like a long sleeve, or not a long sleeve. You could wear a long sleeve top. I mean, and just, you know, put these over it, like a thin long sleeve top. But I was also thinking like a t-shirt and these as sleeves. Like, I just think they're so cute, y'all. So that's what I intend to do with mine. Now I may wear them as leg warmers too, I don't know, but I really like the idea of wearing them as sleeves. So I just think that would be so cute. But I love how these turned out. And my daughter is like thrilled. She's so thrilled with these. She loves them. So, and then I'm going to start on another set for myself in the with the red heart. I can't remember what that color was called, but that I showed y'all. The first set that I completed of these leg warmers that I made for her. I'm going to make a set out of that for myself too. Even though I don't love that yarn because it's it's very rough. So, but anyway, I love this. I want to get a bunch more of this yarn. I do have, which I say that, I do have like 3 other colors, because I went through earlier the tote that they're in and stuff, and I have 3 other colors yet of the Sweet Roll Vivid, but I love the colors of that so much, so much. So I got those done, and then I started a hat. Now this hat is, it's a Bagu de Crochet pattern. My throat's really dry, sorry. It's the Fun in the Sun hat tutorial that she just put out recently. So I just did this earlier today, and it's like turned out super cute. This is just for me. There's that. That's my hair, but I don't know how well you can see that. Let's see if you can see that. How cute. And mine looks more like, mine looks like more roughly than hers because I added more rows to it. So I'll take this off and show you up close here. But, and yes, I got that little tail to weave in yet. But yeah, mine is more roughly at the bottom here because I added, I actually added like 2 more extra rows. She talks about that in the video, like if you need it longer, to go ahead and do 2 more rows of increasing. And so that's what I did. And then I did the single crochet at the very bottom. Get rid of that. So I think this is so stinking cute. And I actually think, I should have pulled that out, but I'm almost positive. I think this will match the kind of like mint green kind of color top I made not too long ago. That's the Cinnamon Stitches Knockout Crop Top. I actually think this will kind of match with that. It doesn't have to. I just think it's cute though. Now this yarn has the Karen Baby Cakes. So I had gotten several of these from Mary Maxim. This has been months ago. And I gave $2.39 a piece because they were on sale, and then I had like 20% off. So that was like a deal. And I got like 6 of them in 3 different colors. So I have never used this yarn before. So I got that out. I thought, well, that would be kind of cool to see what this looks like, you know, and whatnot. It's extremely soft. It's so soft. And now I can see like why this is specifically, it's a baby cake. Like it's like baby blanket type yarn, you know, that's like super soft for a baby. So, which I think is cool. Now the other reason, when I pulled this out, I looked at it. It is not, it's a 4-weight yarn, but this is not 100% acrylic. It is actually 82% acrylic, 18% nylon. So I thought that's a good choice probably for this hat, because in other words, like, it shouldn't be like as hot or whatnot to wear it, because it's not 100% acrylic. So I thought that's kind of cool. But it's very soft. I mean, it's really, I like it. It's really nice yarn. The color of this is Dreamy Mint. And I should have brought, I have another little cake of this, because I got, like I said, 2 of like 3 different colors. So I have another actual cake of this. But I just think that's so cute. And then I had to, at the bottom where it's the green and then like the cream color and then the other very light brown at the bottom, I did have to like color control and switch it out, because I wanted it to, you know, like be moved to a different color. So I did that at the very end. The rest of it, I just let it play out as it was or what. But I did actually do that at the bottom, just because I wanted to switch this up and I wanted to have that little green pop in there and what. So I did do that. But I think that's super cute, and I'm tickled with that. I will put in the description box both of the tutorials for these. The leg warmers are like Siren's Crochet, which I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. And that will be, and then of course the hat's the Bag O' Day Crochet. So she has so many, she's put out even recently like so many cute hats. It's just I've been trying to sit down and get some of them done, and I'm still working on that. What was the one? It's a sun hat. It's like called wide brim sun hat. I'm still working on that. I sat down earlier today, yeah, like this morning, and I have a little notebook. I started doing that. I got a little notebook from Dollar Tree months ago. So I kind of started putting like notes of things in regards to like the projects I'm working on crochet wise and things like that. And then, so I sat down this morning and I was making a list literally of UFOs, because I'm like, what all do I even have that I am, you know, still need to finish, because I'm still going back and finishing UFOs from last year, which actually there's a couple of them I wanted to go ahead and finish, but now I have actually been able I've been able to locate them, and I can't even figure that out. It's like there's a phantom spirit here just taking stuff, because I'm like, I have lost some yarn. There's like 2 skeins of Red Heart yarn for my blanket for my bed. I don't know what happened to those. I have 1 or 2 skeins of a black, I think 1 maybe, of Premier Anti-Pilling yarn. But then I've realized recently there's some other, but yeah, so, and then there's these couple of projects missing. And then there's also stuff that I have finished. It's in like sealed bags, like stuff that I was going to sell. I don't even know where the heck that stuff is. I'm guessing like all this should be in the front room and my downstairs of this building, but y'all, I don't know. I got a bunch of totes and stuff stacked in there in one corner, and most of it's like yard sale stuff, and I'm getting ready to do that. I'm getting ready to have my like first yard sale for the summer, or you know, this for the season, let's say, because it's not quite technically summer yet. But I mean, I'll be digging that stuff out. So I'm thinking possibly some of this stuff, because I know like the finished pieces, I know I was like sticking them in a tote. I just can't figure out. So I'm wondering if it got mixed in then with my yard sale like totes. I might have done that, and just sometimes, and I'm still on a daily basis doing this. Sometimes anymore, I will do something very quickly, like hastily, and then later I won't remember like where I put said thing, you know, I moved something or just, it was like force a habit where you pick something up or your keys or something and then you lay it. And then later I'm like, I can't even recall at all. I can't even recall. And it takes, it's like I can't do that. I can't figure out. And then, you know, usually it'll eventually start slowly coming to me. Wait, I'm like backtracking myself in my mind going, you know. But yeah, this stuff will eventually, like, you know, it'll eventually pop up. But I know it's not, the stuff's not in my upstairs. So it's just very strange that, like, I have not been able to find this yarn. And then, like I said, I have like those 3 skeins of yarn. And then I realized there was some other yarn recently that I was like, well, yeah, where's that stuff at too? I don't know. So, and that, actually, I say that. And then there's a bag from Michael's. So my husband and I went to Michael's out in Cincinnati about 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. I had to think for a minute. 2 weeks ago, I guess. It might have been 3 weeks ago. Anyway, we went to Michael's, got some yarn. I wanted to show you all that. And you know what? I don't know where the bag is from Michael's. I was looking earlier today. So over this weekend, I do need to look for that because I had several things in it besides yarn that I actually need to locate. But this was funny. So, you know, we had actually gone over to Cincinnati because my daughter's dad is in a nursing home. And so we had dropped her off at the nursing home to be there for a couple hours. And was like the funny part. So I'm telling you, I was like a zombie that day. This was Memorial Day weekend. I didn't even tell you all about this yet, like at all. That whole weekend was like everything just went so quick. We had a beautiful weekend. But I was just literally exhausted that day. It was on that Saturday. And so after we dropped her off at the nursing home, I didn't even I know that area, like over there. My husband really doesn't. Like the area that we were in specifically is east part of Cincinnati, the east side they call it. And my husband actually is more familiar. Like you want to go to the west side, he's, drive you anywhere. But like he's not really familiar with the east side like I am. I actually lived over there with my daughter's dad way back when. So where he's in the nursing home, we literally lived right there in that same area. So I didn't tell him about going anywhere. I was just really tired and I was hungry and I just, I was kind of hazy. So the funny thing is he had the GPS up on his phone or what, and he's just takes off driving, and I'm just I don't know where we're going. And he starts going down this road or whatever, this street, and he's trying to look at his thing, and I was like, well, you can just go right down here and take a left to bring you out over and that area or whatever. And he's like, yeah, okay. And because he he doesn't even know where he's at. But here was what was the hilarious part. So he just takes off driving. I don't even know where the heck we're going, honestly, because I didn't even say to him I want to go here, I want to go there. That's how out of it I was. So what was hilarious is he literally drove us, y'all. He literally drove us straight to Michael's. Oh, God love it. I was, I'm that's why I love this man. He literally drove us straight to Michael's. He was and we get to Michael's and he says, well, I figured you wanted to go look at yarn. Y'all, that was just, oh my gosh. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. And we went in there and looked at yarn. I have not been in that Michael's in, oh yeah, like 11 or 12 years, because it was like when my daughter was a baby, literally. Like, so that was like the last time I was in there. And he was looking at the yarns and stuff. So he picked out a yarn. He said he wanted to get this one yarn, and actually it was a Karen cotton cake. And I said, what do you want that for? Because I'm just, you know, think this is a little bit strange. So he actually, he was feeling it and whatnot. And I was like, really, what do you want that for? And he's like, don't worry about it. I just want it. And I asked him, I said, is this like for stemming? You know, you're going to just like buy it and just like, you know, pet it. And he kind of just laughed at me because, so my husband has ADHD with autism, like he's on the spectrum. And so that's why I was like joking about that, you know, I was teasing. But he actually, y'all, I was floored. And I wish he hadn't pulled it out so I could show y'all. But he literally, we came home. He took that cake of yarn. He literally went over and sat on the couch. Well, before he did that, he asked me for a hook, okay? He actually asked me for a crochet hook. He goes over there and he sits on the couch. He put on his headphones. He had his laptop up. I didn't know what he was doing. Honestly, I didn't watch him. Next thing I know, this is probably 15, 20 minutes later, he comes over to me, y'all. And he had chained, like, you know, about that long, you know. He had chained, and that was it. But, like, I was just like, okay, like, that's good. And he was like, yeah, that's easy. That's what he said too. It was so funny, y'all. So this has to do with like months ago. He had said to me, oh, you know, anybody can do that, talking about crochet to me. He's like, that's whatever, like, you know, anybody can do that. And I was like, yeah, okay, so I want to see you make whatever, you know. And he's like, well, sure, I can make anything or whatnot. And I was like, I said, I'm sure you can. Like, you know, he's never crocheted. Come on, you know. So I told him, I said, well, what we should do is like I said, since you say you can do it, like we should have crochet wars. And I said, I could literally video like, you know, you and me. And I said, this would be great because like you would be a total beginner. And he said to me, well, that would be completely unfair because you would have an unfair advantage over me because I would be a beginner. And I said, well, you said you could do it. And he's like, yeah, but that's unfair. So that's kind of where this whole thing, like, you know. So, yeah, I didn't have no problem. He got his cotton cake. He picked out, I don't even like the color of it, y'all. And I don't say that hardly ever about yarn, but it's yellow. I'll have to find it so I can show y'all. But, it's just not really my color is what I'm going to say. So, anyway, he really liked it. I'm like, that's fine. You know what? I'm going to promote that. Like, if he wants to buy the cake of yarn, buy the cake of yarn. Now, before, when we've gone to Michael's, he's literally took me, oh, it's been over a year ago now. He took me to Michael's one time, and he just threw a bunch of yarn. Y'all, I let him go. He was throwing all kinds of cakes, Karen cakes in the cart. Like, I just let him pick out whatever he wanted. And then I got like one or two colors that I wanted. But, you know, at first I was like confused because I'm thinking, why are you throwing all this in the cart? And he's like, I'm gonna buy you some yarn. So like, that's the kind of husband to have as far as that part. He's totally supportive of my yarn addiction. So it's just funny. Anyway, I wish he hadn't, because he pulled his little chain out, but that was just, y'all. I need to kind of give him now like a goal, and see what he can do with it, because I have no doubt that he could learn to crochet. But it was just funny the way he was acting a while back about it. He was joking with me like, oh, anybody can do that, and it's no big deal. So anyway, I thought I would share that. But this is going to be it for the Friday FOs. This will probably be out late because, yeah, I've had a intoxicated day with all my medicine. Like, it's been, yeah, it's been, weird and slower, which I needed that part. So I'm just giving myself the breather that I needed to kind of ease back into this, basically. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and thank you so much again for watching, because I truly do appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of you. Sending much love to you. Thank you so much. God bless y'all. Bye now.